Dear Larry, this is the surprise I told you would be in your Christmas box. I hope you like your shirt and the cookies. You didn't eat them all up in one day, did you? In case you were wondering how we are making this record, let me say we are at the Red Cross in Canton. Believe it or not, but all the kids are here except Sis and Deanie. Sis is working and Deanie couldn't make it. We waited until the kids all got out of school. Then Donnie Shepherd brought us up. The kids are all going to talk unless they get tongue-tied at the last minute. But in the meantime, I will gab a little. Bob and Sis patched up their quarrel and moved this weekend into their own apartment in Canton. They like it real well, especially since they have their own furniture and plenty of room. Bob brings Cindy out here every day for me to watch, and she is a little stinker. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings? I thought of you when we were eating our dinner. We had a nice turkey and everything. Just think, next year we will all be together on Thanksgiving and Christmas. The weather here has been nice so far. Pardon me while I clear my throat, buddy. The kids are talking about when it will snow so they can use their sleds. The boys are always pestering Harold and Bob to do all the things that they like to do. I pity you when you get home because they're planning on taking you all around hunting and fishing. Bob took them hunting on Thanksgiving Day, and he really walked their legs off. I might add they wanted to go to bed early that night, too. Harold and Effie were out on Thanksgiving Day, and the young ones are sure growing. They had Effie's sister Beverly along. I don't know if I told you that Bev got married, did I? And she has a cute little baby boy. Her husband is in the Army in Colorado, not far from where you were stationed. She is going to join him soon. And guess what, Ronnie Shepherd is a daddy now. His wife had a little girl Thanksgiving Day, and someone else you know became a new daddy that same day. Remember Roscoe Diamond, who used to live by us on Morris Avenue? Well, his wife had a little girl the same day, and they named her Angel. Well, the kids want to talk a while now, so I will be back later.
Weekend, and I hope you like it. I don't think Mom told you about Beaver selling his half of the store and selling it to his sister Audrey, who lived in East Liverpool. Beaver is down by the good old river where he wanted to be, just like he wanted to. He says he wants to start a boat business this coming summer. Ollie just got out of the hospital a couple of weeks ago. The doctor says she has lung cancer and won't live much longer, but she's coming along pretty well now. Myrtle, Ollie, and Audrey will live over at the store now. Myrtle is trying to sell Ollie's house over where she used to live. I'm in the first year of high this year, and I'm doing better than I was last year so far. Well, this is Tiny signing off. Here comes Patty.
Hi, Larry. This is Patty. I told you who was talking because I thought maybe you wouldn't be able to recognize this great, big, beautiful voice. I'm in chorus at school, and we're going to sing for the PTA. It's on Mom's birthday. We're going to sing a couple of Christmas songs and dance a couple of square dances. At school, we were talking about Cuba and the blockade in history class. Mr. Kaufman said he remembered you in freshman football. I took that picture of the mountains you sent to Sis and showed it in history class to Mr. Kaufman. I wanted to ask you something. When you have them 24-hour alerts, do you get very much sleep? Well, I better stop talking now, because if I don't, I'll never stop. See you later. This is Patty signing off. Here comes Junior.
Hi, Larry. This is Wednesday, November the 28th, and 1962, in case you don't know it. I'm a junior police at school, and I help lots of little kids across the street. I get in free at all the football and basketball and baseball games at school. Here's a poem I made up. The name of it is Christmas. Oh, how I like Christmas with all the gifts. Oh, how I like Christmas with all the snow, how it falls just so. Oh, how I like Christmas. It isn't much, I'm just modest, ha ha. Mom made everyone write something on a piece of paper that we were going to say. So I thought of something to say, and I just read it. This is your little brother signing off. This is Junior, in case you don't recognize me. Like, this is it. I mean, like, all. So long. Here comes Mike.
Hi, Larry. This is Mike speaking. Today is Wednesday, November 28, 1962. I will be glad when you come home next September, 1963, because you will buy a car and then take us for a ride in your new car. I hope you got one. I hope you get one too, so that we can go to a big lake and rent a boat and go to the middle of the lake so that we can catch a lot of fish and eat them at home. I'm going to sign off now, and you be good too, and don't get married up there either.
This is Blaine. Hi, Larry. You will be coming home next September. I will be glad when you come home so that we can have fun playing football. When you come home, you might take us fishing when you come home so that we may catch some fish while we are fishing at a lake. We had a happy Thanksgiving. We had a turkey for Thanksgiving on Thursday, and we had a big supper for Thanksgiving. A lot of people came for supper on Thanksgiving. I am in the...
Larry, Blaine didn't get to finish his little speech, so here he is, finished.
I am in the 3rd grade. Pamela is going to sing a little song and say something.
Sing Jingle Bells. Hurry up. Come on.
Congratulations to the United States of America. And the new public school where should stand, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, how did you like that? Pretty good for a little 5-year-old, isn't it? And now she wants to sing Jingle Bells for you. Start out with her.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what's fun it is to ride on one horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what's fun it is to ride on a one horse open sleigh.
All right, how'd you like that, Larry? Now the kids have a little song for you, and then that's it. And we want to all wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Well, that is just about all we can think of, Larry. I've gabbed as much as I know, and the kids have too. And I hope you enjoyed again everything that was in your box, and have a real nice Christmas. We'll see you next year.
Merry Christmas, Larry.
Well, here I am, 23rd of January, 1963, the new year. It's 25 minutes after 1 now. I was listening to this Christmas tape again. I just got off work. I was listening to it now for about the 5th time. And I seen that I have about a half of empty reel here, about half of a empty reel, correct my improper English here. And I thought I'd put a little bit on it, so in future years when we listen to this tape that I'll be able to hear what my own voice sounded like when I was 19 years old and a little less than a month away from turning to 20, and about 5 months from coming home to be a nice, happy, peaceful civilian. Let's see if I can put a little information on here. Let's see. Sunday night, which was last Sunday night, I had an accident. I was at a party coming back, and a fellow swerved in front of me, and I hit him head on with the front of my Buick. I hit the side of his Volkswagen, 61 black. Nice, pretty black Volkswagen. And I totaled his Volkswagen out. It was a total loss. Put him in the hospital with amnesia. My car isn't too bad. I figure I can make a claim of about $100. I don't have insurance. This is creating a real good problem. I've been up to the legal office though, and they say I'm covered. I called the hospital today, and this fellow that hit me, he is okay now. He's conscious, but he doesn't remember what happened at the accident. He's fine now though. Let's see, what else can we put in here? The other day I got a letter from Sis telling me about her and Bob, the problems they're having, and she's moved back with Mom. Took Cindy with her, how she wants to divorce him. So in a few years we'll listen to this tape and see how everything's turned out, for the better or for the worse. I think that's about all. I'll sign out now and hope that someday I'll listen to this tape and kind of smile at my silly voice. See, it's still wet outside and everything. It's about 8:30 now. Starting to get daylight out. See a little snow in a few of the buildings and everything. I don't know if you can hear that radio in the background or not. Just a minute, I'm going to shut it off. There we go, she's shut off now. Don't want to make too much noise. My roommate's still sleeping here in the rack. There he is. Yeah, he's sound asleep, tossing and turning once in a while. I played back the other side. It sounded pretty good. My voice sounds a little sarcastic, though. I sound like a wise guy or something. I don't know. Must be the way I talk or something. I don't know what it is, really. But don't pay any attention to it. I wasn't trying to sound like a wise guy. I guess it's just my natural tone of voice or something. I'm going to set the mic down here so things don't get all banged up with noise and everything. All about that phone bill, too. I want to tell you that, see, next month, I got to pay for the car. That's $60. I won't be able to send that phone bill for about a month or so. I know it's going to set you back and everything, but try and do the best I can. Oh, let's see here. Got some notes written down a little bit now. We'll forget the notes. We don't need any notes. Check the little green light there. Yeah, it's still flickering. Yeah, let's look around again. Boy, this is getting harder to do. I ain't kidding. I'm getting a little sleepy now. Well, let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, my gosh. Maybe I'll put the thing back over by the radio and let you listen to the radio some more. Let's try this lighter again here and see how it does on these cigarettes. Here we go now. We should do it again. Oh, let's see. It's hard to keep talking, and I like to keep talking so I don't waste tape. I don't want you to sit there and listen to empty nothing. I ate a few cookies while I was playing the other side, listening to the other side. Sounded okay. Let's see. Oh, I noticed as I was playing it, I didn't thank Tiny and Patty for the lighter and stuff. So I want to thank them now if they're listening. If they're not, when they are listening, I want them to hear it. And thank you, Mom, for all the trouble you went to making the cookies and fudge and stuff. And I think from one of my other letters I read that Deanie said she helped you make it. I want to thank her. The only reason I'm saying thank is because that's about the only word there is that I can use to get across what I mean, but that's not really what I mean. That's the only word I can use. You can hear the cars outside. At least you should be able to drive along the road in the slush. I put the mic outside, but I'm starting to get pretty tired here. I'm gonna go to sleep pretty soon. Let me get a drink of water here. Wrong pipe. There we go. Oh boy, it's hot in here. Son of a gun. Talking to this mic's like talking to yourself. I feel like a fool. But I guess I'm doing okay. I hope you like it. Get a little enjoyment out of it, and hope it makes you feel good like the tapes I got did. They bothered me quite a bit, really. I shouldn't say this because it doesn't sound good, but it kind of tied me up sentimentally, you know. And then the kids singing and everything. That was real pretty. I played it back half a dozen times just to hear that. And old Pam talking. That was real good. Boy, I can't get over that little stinker. She couldn't talk when I was home. Now she's talking a blue streak and getting ready to go to school here pretty soon, probably. I think you said she's 5. I don't remember how old she is. She said she's 5. She'll be going to school here pretty soon. She doesn't look old enough, though, in the picture to be going to school. But there's Blaine again, smiling in that picture. He doesn't look like he's changed too much. But Junior and Mike sure have, and Tiny and Patty, and Pam doesn't look like she's changed an awful lot. You look like you've changed quite a bit. Your hair looks more or less the same. I can't really tell if you've got it cut short or not. You can see it's folded around the sides and in front. I was thinking about, speaking of hair, I was thinking about staying up here and going to beauty school up here. But then I got to thinking and feeling homesick and everything, and figured I'd better get back there and help you out a little bit, because Lord knows you deserve it. You need a little help, my gosh. Don't know what the plans are. I've been laying in the rack at night before I go to sleep thinking about it, how we're going to work it when I get back. I don't know what I'd like to do. I don't know, you think about it. What I'd like to do is when I get home, I'll have, maybe $500. I don't know exactly yet, but it should be around $500. And one of the first things I want to do a day or two after I get home is go downtown and pay my fee to go to beauty school, make sure I get that paid, make sure I can go. And then I've got to look for a part-time job. I can go to school either day or night, I know that. So whichever I decide to go, day or night, I've got to find a part-time job during the other part of the day to keep me in money. And possibly just as soon as we can after I get home, I'd like to, I think you said it took $100 to move. Take $100 and get us moved out of there just as quick as I can, because I know you're fed up with the place. If we can do it a week after I get home, that'd be real fine with me. I don't think we can, though. Knowing how you gotta pack things and look around for a house, but take us quite a while probably just to look for a house. But it shouldn't take more than a month or so. Just as fast as we can, though, I'd like to get you out of there and get you in a nicer place. And as soon as I get through school, I want to take and set enough money aside to, as soon as I get out of school, I want to start saving money, and as soon as I get enough saved to put a down payment on a house, I want to buy a place, and, I'll be 21 by then, I'll be able to buy it. Buy a place, and for you and the kids, and myself, of course. And then eventually, I know I'll get married. I'll worry about that when it comes along, whether we stay there with you and the kids, or whether I get another place or just see how I'm doing financially, see how I'm set. But I'll have to, when I get home, I'll have to get a used car. I don't know, I just pick something up for $100 or so, something cheap. Isn't too good. It doesn't have to be real good. Just something to last me while I'm going to school and working that part-time job. I'll be going to school for a year, and that first year is going to be kind of rough. I won't be able to do too much. In a way, it just will be pay rent on the new place we move into and keep that old clunker going, whatever I buy, and keep myself from spending money and all that. It shouldn't be too bad, though. I was going to just stay up here, and there's a place downtown I could get for $60 a month, and I'd be with meals and everything, and I was going to go to school and get a part-time job, and the way I had it figured, I could save $200 by staying up here, because it's going to cost me to come home, see? If I stayed up here, then, oh, by the way, I didn't tell you, I'm getting discharged now. When I come back home in August, I'll be a civilian. I won't have to go to another base or anything. I'll be out. My tour duty is over. And where was I before? Oh, back up here. I would get discharged up here and stay up here and finish school and then come home all set financially so I could go right to work and buy a nice house and everything. But I got to think about it. That would mean you'd have to live in that damn house for another year or so. I don't know, the way your letters sound like you're getting pretty fed up with it, especially during the winter with the pipes freezing and stuff. And then there's that damn coal furnace. I don't like them coal furnaces at all. Ashes and dust and all that. I'd like to get a nice place with a nice gas stove and keep down that dust and stuff. You won't have to worry about going down, firing it up, or emptying ashes or anything. Well, I've been thinking about quite a few things along the line of coming home and everything. We'll have to just wait till I get home, though, and kind of iron them out. But I'll plan basically anyway. And I suppose you can, too. We'll just have to wait till I get back there and sit down and talk it over. Figure out what we're going to do. In a way, I don't look forward to coming home, but in a way I do, because in one aspect, when I get home, it's going to be good to see you and the kids and all those nice women and everything, which we haven't got too much of up here. Nice women, and the good times, and all the people I know and everything, or did know. If they're still there, I don't know. And the second way I looked at it, the way I didn't want to come home, was all the responsibility of coming home there with you and helping you out. And I just got to thinking about it. I've got to face up to responsibility sometime or other, so I might as well do it now and get it over with. I just hope that I can come home single and not married. So far, everything looks okay. Darlene's talking about it, and Bonnie's talking about it, but I'm not talking about it, so everything seems to be okay. Well, let's see. Let's talk to the kids a little bit. Let's see who all you got there. Say hi to all the kids. And one of them, if you see Sis and Bob, or maybe they're listening, I don't know, tell Sis and Bob hi. And little Cindy, sure like to see her soon again. I pull that picture out every once in a while and look at it, though. And, Sandy, I suppose, looking here at the picture, thinking about Sandy. Say hi to Sandy, I guess. I heard she was in the hospital. Who was it? Deanie, I think, said she was in the hospital. I sent her a Christmas card. I don't know if she's going to answer my letter or not. We're not getting along too good. I don't know what's going on back here. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but we're not getting along. I guess she doesn't like the idea, the way I answer my letters 6 months after I get them. But it gets kind of old writing letters and things, and that's why this tape is a good idea. Just once in a while here, anyway. Sit down and talk instead of... It's hard to sit down and write. It's a lot harder than sitting there just talking to this microphone here. looking at me in the eye. See, we're getting just a little close to the end. We got about a little more than a quarter of an inch to go. Oh, let's see, what can we talk about now? Oh, let's see. Old Rat, he's still bagged out over there, sleeping like a champ, snoring away. Get the mic close here and you can hear him snore. I don't know if you could hear him or not. No, let's see. He's making a little more noise now. I'll move closer. He's starting to stir now. I better not mess with him. Rat's a pretty good guy. Oh, let's see here. Doggone, this is getting harder by the minute. Boom, boom, boom. I think I'll set this thing next to the radio and play some music or something. I can't remember if there's anything else I wanted to say. I better say all I can now because knowing me, I probably won't write any letters for quite a while now that I've sent this. If you can, I'd like you to send another tape back. I don't know how hard it is. But if it's at all possible, send another one back. And it's good to hear the voices instead of the letter. So far, I've played the tapes you sent me twice. Each time I play them, I hear a little something else I missed, like, oh, when you're recording there, you're scooting the mic across the table, you can hear it grinding, and kids talking in the background. And when Pam was talking, it was pretty low, so I got the volume controlled the second time and picked it up, and I could understand what she was saying. Yeah, just little things like when Pam started to sing Jingle Bells, and she wouldn't start by herself, and you whispered to the kids to start her off and get her going. Oh, let me stop for just a minute here and think. Well, I'm back again. I stopped and thought for a few minutes, and I was walking around the room here trying to figure out what I was going to talk about when I came back. See my little address book here. So I would read you off some of the names of some of the girls here. Miss Gloria here, I met her back in '60. She's gone now. And Denise, she's married, went back to the States. And Bonnie, this is another Bonnie I met back in '60. She's married and gone. Carol, she married a buddy of mine. She's gone. And Irene, she left just last summer to go to college. She's coming back this summer. Let's see, Sylvia. She's going back. She rotated. She was a dependent of a staff sergeant. Let's see. Darlene, I'm still going with her now. Janet, that's Darlene's girlfriend. I sneak out with her once in a while when Darlene doesn't find out about it. She's a real nice looking girl, real nice blonde. And Vicky, she's gone. She's back in some detention home. I don't know. That's what I heard anyway. Lynette. Oh, she's still here. Bonnie. The Bonnie I'm going with now. She's okay. And Susan. She went back to college in Washington. And Janice. I just met her I met her back in '61. She's gone now. She rotated. Velma. She rotated to Louisiana. Tony. She's a little Hawaiian girl. She's gone. No, wait. She's still here. I seen her just last week. We ain't getting along too good. Penny, she's gone. Linda, that's the one that I stayed with last Christmas. I think you remember that. She's gone. She's back. Her folks are in Louisiana, and she's in Arizona going to college. And Norma, she's still up here. I haven't seen her in quite a while. And Gloria and Cindy, those are two sisters. Gloria is married now and going back to Salt Lake City, Utah. And Cindy's still here. She's a lot of fun, real good dancer. June, she's a little redhead. She's still here. And Carol Graham, she is just got her divorce the other day, the 21st, in fact. And she's got two little girls, real cute little girls. Took her out a few times and over to her apartment once in a while to, kind of lay down, take it easy, and get that homey atmosphere. She washed my clothes for me and stuff. And if you know what I mean, Mom, we we get along pretty good. And, well, you know what I mean. Let's see, we'll put the address book away now. Let's see, what else can we talk about? It's getting pretty close to the end here. We'll see, what can we say to end this up real nice and smooth. Oh, gosh. I don't know. Ain't that close to the end. We might as well talk a little bit longer here. Don't want to waste the tape. Oh, shoot. Maybe I'll have a cigarette. That's what I'll do. That'll pass the time here. Light up a cigarette. And here goes the old lighter. Third time. Working like a champ. Let's see. It's getting pretty daylight outside now. You can see quite a bit. It's not a bad looking day for Christmas. It's awful wet though. All the ground is covered with the thick ice that froze up before we had this warm spell now. Now we got the water on top of it, and it's just cool enough out that the ice isn't melting too much, and the water's on top, and the roads are real slick. I've had to take it real easy with the Buick driving. I'd crack it up. Well, it's getting pretty close to the end. We better start cutting it short. Say goodbye to everybody. Whoever's listening, don't know who all is going to listen to this, but goodbye to you, and goodbye to everybody else, and Mom, and kids, and what else can we say? Be home here pretty soon. Plan on having a nice big party when I get home. Drop $100 or so. But we'll have some nice big wing ding. Well, I better go for now. Everybody be good, and all you kids take it easy, and Mom, you don't work hard. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. This is side one, and away we go. For the third time. Dear Mom, don't know what to say. It's kind of hard to talk to this mic here. Got a bunch of stuff here in front of me I want to talk about. You haven't got any notes like you did in yours, which was a pretty good idea, but I thought I'd just sit down here and talk without it. Now look here in the back of my scratch pad. I got IV 81071. I had to write it down. Remember, the old one was 81884, but this new one, couldn't remember it, so I just wrote it down here in the back of my pad. Got the title of my car here. Got another car. Told you about that Plymouth at 51. I bought it for $60 and sold it to a guy for $90 a couple weeks ago. And I seen this Buick 52 Buick hardtop, pretty nice shape. So fellow only wanted $60 for it, so I bought it for $60. And I got it now. It's a pretty good little car, Dynaflow, big straight 8. It's a good little car though. Ain't had no trouble with it. Well, the other day I lost my antifreeze, but I built back up the antifreeze and replaced the hose that broke, and it's all set. Well, those tapes were sure surprising the mail the other day. Well, last night, in fact. I went, I was getting ready to go to Bonnie's. I bought her Christmas present. I was getting ready to take it over. It's about 5:30, and I figured they'd have the mail up by then. The last of the Christmas mail, and I didn't think the package would make it. So I went down and checked, and there it was. So I got it and brought it up here, and opened it up, and right there on top, first thing I seen was those tapes. So luckily there was a guy right next door. This is his tape recorder right here, and he let me use it. I listened to the tapes, and he said he had an extra tape, so I made him a deal on it, and here it is. We'll try and send it just as soon as I can. By the way, this is the 25th of December, Christmas Day. About 23 minutes after 7. Went to a party last night. Ain't been to bed yet. Well, I was asleep for about a half hour. I told you I got those tapes. I listened to the tapes, and then I finished cleaning up, finished shaving. Boy, I don't know what to say. I'm getting all mixed up. Finished shaving, got dressed, and went over to Bonnie's, and got a real nice tree, a real pretty tree over there. And took a look at their new stereo set. They got a real beautiful stereo. I think it cost them over $500. It's real beautiful. And I sat around there for a while and celebrated a little bit. I left there about 7 o'clock, get back here, pick up a few of the guys and take them over to Sergeant Terrell. He was having a Christmas party, and it was what do you call it? Everybody's welcome. One of those. Open house. That's what it is. He had a big open house party, and we went over there, and we had the most delicious punch. My God, had vodka in it, and as the evening progressed, the vodka got stronger in the punch. Bob was taking care of it. That's Popovich, and he was spiking it just a little bit heavier as everybody got a little bit higher. It was real good, though. Along about 10 o'clock, it started getting pretty drunk out. Chow was good, too. Eating that chow with a nice punch and keeping the stomach nice and even so I wouldn't get sick. And they had some caribou and some moose that he shot there just before the season closed not too long ago. And he had made into sausage, something like old Polish sausage, and it was real good. We took the doggone stuff and cut it in pieces, and he had that with all the rest of the chow. They had a bunch of chow. He must have spent over $100 on just food. He had a bunch of food. Anyway, I ate that, and then drinking that with the punch, everything was real good because it was greasy. And, I think I left the party about 12 or so, no, about 11 o'clock. That's on the 24th now. And came back here at the barracks and got undressed. By how, I don't know, because, boy, that vodka was feeling good. And got undressed and got in bed and laid there and felt pretty sick there all of a sudden. So I ran down the latrine real quick. You know what a latrine is, a restroom. Ran down the latrine real quick and sat there in the commode for a while. I was feeling pretty bad. I came back to the room, sat down in the bed, didn't feel like laying down, sat down in the bed and smoked a cigarette and started feeling bad again. So I ran down the hall. Well, anyway, I barfed, got it over with, felt real good, crawled in bed, got to sleep for about a half hour or so, and then some of the guys came in and woke me up, and they'd come back from the party, and we messed around here for a while at the barracks and drank a few more brews, and somebody had another bottle of Fifth of vodka, I don't know who it was. Drank some of that. And by then it was getting hungry out again, so four of us went downtown and got some chow. We had, eggs, potatoes, cube steak, and coffee. And just tell me, what do you think it would cost back home? And I'll tell you here in just a minute what it cost up here. It was $2 for the eggs, the potatoes, and the cube steak and the coffee. Complete breakfast, $2. And for $1.75, you could get eggs, potatoes, and sausage, or bacon. Anyway, what I'm trying to get across is the prices are pretty ridiculous. Oh, let's see, what else can we talk about here? Yeah, here's a bunch of letters I got in front of me here. I don't know how long it's been since I've answered one. Let's see, here's one that says December 11th. That's from you, Mom. And here's one October 30th. That's from you, Mom. And here's one November 21st from 206 Liberty Street. It must be Karen Ritchie, I guess. I don't know. Just a minute. I'll look at the bottom here. Yeah, Karen Ritchie. Ain't answered that yet. By the way, she sent me a Christmas card. She's the only one that sent me a Christmas card. Last year I sent a whole box of Christmas cards. Didn't get any in return, so this year I said, well, I won't send any. And I didn't send any, and I got one in return. Here's another letter from you. This is the one you sent that bond in. It says November 8th. It's got a letter in it. I ain't answered it, or I haven't answered it. And here's one from Sandy. It's July 11th. I haven't answered that. Oh, here's one of those personal data sheets like the one I sent you. It's got all that emergency information you need, when you want to contact me. It's an extra one I had, I copied. Here's an old clothing inspection stub. This is a carbon copy. You don't want to hear about that. And I got my pad in front of me here. I got these 3 tapes you sent.
1, 2, and 3. Oh, let's see, what can we talk about? Look around a little bit here. Oh, there's my books. Poetry for Pleasure, and that's a real good one. I use that to pick up my poems to send to the girls when, well, like, you know, a birthday comes for Bonnie or Darlene or Lynette or somebody. I pick out a nice little poem. It isn't, you know, real mushy, and just copy it down and send it along. Of course, I tell them it isn't mine. And we got the Chapman Report there. Read that. It isn't too good. And the Carpetbaggers and Tight White Collar and all those. And my records. Since I sold the record player, I got rid of all my records, but I kept a few, the ones I collect. Just Floyd Kramer. I got 5 of Floyd Kramer's albums. Got rid of all the rest of them. And there's Radiological Defense Catalog there, Volume 3. And a weapons handling book there. There's my little notebook. It's got all my personal orders and all that kind of stuff I should keep. And let's look around here. Here's some of my model cars sitting here at the table. There's my clock. There's a picture of Sandy. And here's this microphone again right in front of me. Gonna have to do something about this. Hang on a minute. Gonna go get a cigarette. Okay, I'm back. Let me light it up here, see if you can hear it on this tape recorder here. Oh, by the way, I'm lighting this with the cigarette lighter that I got in my box. And just check it out here. It's filled with fluid. We're going to see if it lights. It's a shame you can't see, but maybe you'll hear it. We'll get it close to the mic here. Here we go. First time. How you like that? Now, if I remember correctly, that's from Tiny and Patty. I better check for sure, though. Don't go away. Oh, let's see. We'll bring this over here so you don't hear me talking on the other side of the room. Just a minute. I got the cookies and stuff. Oh, here's the fudge. And here's some cookies. Some of these packages are open because I was nibbling at each kind of cookies you sent. On the bottom here, here's the card and all the stuff. And let's see here. Now here's the red. It says, we all miss you. Come home soon. From Alice and Patty. Patricia, your sister. Hope you like your present. And on the back, see, hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, but don't drink too much. Ha ha. Tiny and Patty. And then P.S. Hope you come home real soon. Miss you much. And then P.S.S. Wish you were home again. From Tiny and Patty again. So I think the lighter's from Tiny and Patty. Now, if I make a mistake, you guys can chew me out. But anyway, it's a pretty good little lighter. And let's see here. We got the wallet here. Oh, just a minute, don't go away. We'll dig it out. Yeah, just the cardboard was inside the wallet here. Let's see. Too bad there isn't any money in this. And here's the picture you sent. I'm gonna say that's not too bad. If you and Pam hadn't been looking away from the mic, though, away from the camera, it'd be a little better. My God, these kids sure have grown. Jeez, really. Pam here, she looks like she's 10 years older. Tiny and Patty, they look the size that Deanie was when I was home. And let's see old Junior there in the background, standing by the Christmas sign. Looks smug. And there's Mike, he's looking away from the camera. And old Blaine, he's staring right at it, dimples and all. And there's Mom. There you go. You look kind of smug, like you're hard to get along with or something. Yeah, let's see. We got the cigarette holder. I got my cigarettes in that already. The wallet. And I'm going to be using this in just pretty shortly because the one I got just about had to lick. So I got the wallet now. Plenty of chow. And here's the letter you put in with it. I'd read it to you, but it'd take too long. Oh, let's see here. That's about everything there in the box. Set it all back in there. Keep the picture out so it don't get all bent up. Take another puff off my cigarette here, just a minute. By the way, this is a Lucky Strike. about 2 weeks ago I quit smoking. Figured I better quit. So I quit. Before that I was smoking Kent, a nice mild cigarette. It was almost like, almost like not smoking at all. And so I quit smoking, and I quit smoking for about a week. And then I started again, and I started smoking these nice, strong Lucky Strikes. So I don't know. Maybe when I come home I'll quit. Cigarettes cost so damn much. They're 19 cents a pack here. I don't know what they'd be back home. I guess probably about 25, 30 cents. I don't know. Don't pay too much attention to those civilian prices. Well, let's see here. What can we talk about? Take a puff off a cigarette again. By the way, I'm sober now, too. Getting that half hour sleep just about sobered me up, and then we had a little bit more to drink, and that brought me up a little bit, but when we ate that chow, everything was, that about leveled me off. A couple cups of coffee and chow, and got hot pipes here. I'm drinking water, though. Hey, you remember when the old man used to drink buttermilk when he got up? I can see why I used to drink that damn stuff now. I don't know what it did. I'm going to have to try it sometime. It must coat your throat or quiet your stomach down or something. Oh, let's see here. What can we talk about? Oh, look around at the stuff I got in front of us some more. Oh, let's see. This is harder than you think to do. No notes or anything. I noticed the tape. Oh, it's got a little ways yet to go. By the way, this should play for about a half hour, according to what the guy, the music said. He OJT'd me here for about a... By the way, OJT is on the job training. He OJT'd me here for a while, about a half hour on this damn thing, how to push the buttons and everything. Which button to push when, and how to tape, and how to rewind, and how to record, and what to set the volume on, and how to watch this little green light here in front of me to make sure it doesn't flicker just too much, because if it does, that means I'm talking too loud, or I got the volume too high, or the mic too close. It's not too bad. I'd like to have one of these things. He said he paid $106 for it, but I'm trying to save a little money for when I get home. By the way, I'll be home in August. Things have changed a little bit since they've straightened out the policy up here. I arrived here the 29th. Well, I departed Seattle the 28th of August 60. I arrived here the 29th of August 60, and I had a 2-year tour, and I extended, I extended a year, and so that put me August 63. I got orders now on it. That's why I know definitely when I'm leaving, whereas before I didn't. My orders now say 29 August 63. So if I leave here the 29th and fly straight home, I guess that'd put me home somewhere around the 30th in the afternoon or evening. All depends how the catching the different planes, different flights out of here go. So I'll probably fly out of here to Seattle and catching a plane at Seattle and fly her straight on home. Unless they got a plane flying from here straight out, but I'm almost sure they don't. By the way, the weather up here is real nice. It's above zero. It's sloshy out. We've been having rain for the last 2 days. Christmas Day, here it is early in the morning. It's dark outside. It's now about 20 minutes till 8, and it's still dark outside. 20 minutes till 8 in the morning now, and it's still dark outside, and it's still rain. It's still sloshy. It's about 40 degrees above zero. I don't know what kind of weather you guys got back there, but surely ours is better. Well, let's see, what else can we talk about here? Oh, I'm going to try and mail this just as soon as I can. I won't be able to mail it today, possibly tomorrow. I'll try and mail it tomorrow. I think I can mail it right here in this little box that the tape comes in. I think yeah, here it says Postmaster, yeah. And let's see, what can we talk about? Gotta watch it, the little green lights are jumping all over the place. I guess I'm talking too loud. By the way, how's my voice sound? Sound a little different? I thought so. I played it back on the tape we were messing around a while ago. It was still a little high. We messed around a while ago and played it back, and it doesn't even sound like me. So I imagine your voice doesn't sound just the same on this tape you sent. And there's my roommate rolling over in the bag. I don't know if he's asleep or not. He laid down about a half hour ago. Try and get some sleep. He was with us tonight. Gonna get up here. Oh, after I'm done with this tape, I'll lay down and sleep for a few hours and get up for Christmas dinner in the chow hall. They probably have a pretty good feed. They usually do. A lot of good food. That's just Christmas now. Any other time, it's just garbage. Plain old garbage. Stew and hot dogs and those hot dogs. I mean, hot dogs are okay. I like hot dogs, but hot dogs like they fix them in the chow hall. They're like rubber. They're terrible. No buns, just bread. Try and put that damn hot dog in that bread, and the bread crumbles and falls apart, and the butter's hard. And you know how I am about hard butter. I like soft butter. You can't spread this hard shit they got. But what do you say? About 7 more months here and I'll be home. 7.5, I don't know what it is. And I won't have to put up with that anymore. I'll make you keep the butter out of the refrigerator. That's a battle we always fought. Oh, let's see. What else can we talk about? We're almost done with this tape. Before I play the other side, before I make the other side, I want to play this one. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. I'm looking around again to see what I can talk about. I'm still looking. Let's see. There's Rat's guitar. Rat's my roommate. We call him Rat. His name's Ratfield. And he's got 2 guitars over here he's learning to play. One's he's good with, and one's the one he uses to bang around. And there's my rack over there. There's a chair with my towel hanging on the back. Oh, let's see, what else can we do here? Looking around, look at my locker. There's my clean white shirts for the holiday here. I got 5 of them clean. I figured I'd need 5 for the holiday. And let's see, cigarettes and mouthwash and soap and hair oil, RA badge. Oh, let's see here. My new coat. Just got me a new, it's about top coat length. It's a real good little coat. Paid $19 for it. It's real good. It's black and matches my black shoes that I got not too long ago. They cost me $25. They're real good shoes though. And I got slacks. My slacks are a greenish color with the green trend that's around now. They match the black coat pretty good though. Paid $19 for them. They're real good. I should still have all this stuff when I get home. I mean, I'm paying such outrageous prices for it. It's good stuff though. The prices are a little bit higher up here than they are back home, but they're not that much higher. So, well, when I paid $19 for the coat up here, back home it would probably cost me around $15 or $16. You can just about judge like that. We're almost at the end of the tape here. Let me take a look. Oh, we got a little bit to go yet. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Still got this picture laid over here at the side. I keep looking over at it. It's a pretty good doggone picture. With the old Polaroid land camera here. Well, let's see. That's about the end. I better quit for now. Wait just a minute. Don't go listen to this radio.
30.31 right now. Okay. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas again. Bye. 14 minutes after 8 now. Kenai time. We'll make Christmas morning find penciled litter and laughter and scattered into every corner of the home.